Ariana Carps. She is with the very, very popular store Rear Ends, joining us on the Oakland County MegaCast. Thank you for being with us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
So I know we want to speak about your upcoming fundraiser for a very important event, but before we get to that, how are things going for you in the stores? Is business picking back up?
Yeah, what I've been saying is 2020 won't be my best year of business, but that's okay. We're surviving, uh, and we've had great community support from the customers who've shopped with us for so many years. So I'm definitely seeing traffic pick back up, and it's great to see. It's great that people are out there, they're wanting to shop, and they're wanting to support local.
Well, and I'm wondering too, is business going to start to get a little bit better as well? Because, with so many people remote working, they can wear jeans all day long, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I would say being in the casual space that like we've always been has been a really big benefit because people aren't dressing up the same way that they would. So I think needs are different and the rear ends clothes of casual jeans and easy sweaters, we have some dressy stuff, but nothing you can wear to a wedding or, a big fundraiser. So our space is really what people are wearing right now.
Well, that's good. Hopefully, that will the longer we stay remote learning, which I think for a lot of people could be permanent from here on out, then maybe there will be a continual need for your casual clothing and the sales will pick up and kind of make up for the loss that you've experienced over 2020. But we have you on the show today because I know you guys have an important fundraiser coming up. Do you want to share that with us?
Yeah, so tonight we're doing a big ladies' night Zoom where I can show fashion to a bunch of people. You can log on with your friends and shop that way. And part of it, we're doing a fundraiser for an organization called the Chick Mission. They're focused on issues critical to cancer patients, like fertility challenges that can follow after radiation, chemotherapy, drug treatment, and surgery. So we are matching up to $1,000 in donations to the Chick Mission. Their big annual fundraiser is coming up. It's this week, and it's obviously all virtual. So I am going to be jumping into Elizabeth Lake on Saturday as a big thank you to the people who have donated to us thus far.
Well, it's a good day to jump into the lake, though, because while it's colder, it's going to be beautiful this weekend. I think it's still going to be
Yeah,
73.
I'm really happy that it landed on this weekend and not last weekend.
There are so many important organizations and nonprofits out there. How did you guys come up with supporting this one?
So one of the people closest to me in the world, she's like my other sister. She is on the board of the Chick Mission, and it's kind of one of those issues that if you if it doesn't impact you personally, you might not realize that it exists. You might not realize that, like I never did, a cancer diagnosis at 25 of any kind might mean you're not able to have kids ever. I have two kids. I'm so lucky. I'm so thankful and I'm so blessed. And so to hear that, like, not only do you have cancer, but your hopes and dreams of the future might be wiped away unless you save your fertility, which is not even being discussed in Michigan. It's up to every state to legislate the insurance providers. And so in Michigan, it's just out of pocket. And that's a lot of money for a very young woman without help, without a family, without that. I mean, I'm like, I can't be more thankful that it wasn't an issue for me, but I want to help people that it is and for.
You are right. When we think about breast cancer or cancer diagnosis in any regard, that is one side effect that no one really discusses. There are so many other ways to support people. I know there are programs to even try to drive people to and from, their treatments. And when it comes to, not being able, your future, your life being impacted. So it's great that you guys are able to highlight this. And going forward, is there any plan to try to take this from a mission of awareness to getting the legislature to change some of the laws for the insurance companies?
Chick Mission is based in New York, and they have been going to Albany to fight there. And states where it comes up on the ballot, where it's being discussed, they then try to focus their efforts. It's about a 3-year-old organization. They've given out 80 grants so far. And so they are continuing to press forward, but they're still growing. And so this is a benefit to help them grow so they can take the issue to more and more states to make it so that it's being discussed at the state level. So it's mandated by insurance that this fertility treatment would be covered alongside cancer treatment.
So for tonight's event, if people are interested, how do they get involved? Are there still enough virtual spaces for them to join?
Yes, absolutely. So you can go to our website. It's shoprearends.com. In the main menu, there's a tab for the October 6th Ladies Night. That tab will take you to both the Zoom links to join at either 4:30 or 8 p.m., as well as there's a registration page that you can fill out, which will enter you to win one of tons of raffle prizes. The top prizes are $200 gift certificates to the store, and there's many smaller items. Also on that page is the link to our Chick Mission fundraiser for the Great Egg Freeze, which is what their big fundraiser is called, as well as the Chick Mission's website. So you can learn more about this great organization and what they're doing.
So tell us about the Great Egg Freeze. That is a catchy name, though.
They are quite creative, these chicks. So normally they do a big fundraiser and it's in person, and obviously 2020 changed that. So they really try to make it so it's a fun event for everybody to get involved. So you pledge to raise money. I personally pledged to raise $1,000. I've well exceeded that. The store is trying to raise and then match $1,000 to hit $2,000. And once you hit your donation goal, you take the plunge. You take the polar plunge, and there's still the ability to join to create your own fundraiser or your own team. If this is a cause that speaks to you, you have time. The end date, I want to say, is the 15th. So they'll send you a great package with an adorable beanie and a great towel to prepare. And it was a warm weather beanie. I got a cute swim cap and a big towel to wrap me in for when I complete the plunge. And so they're trying to raise $250,000. At my last check, they were up to, I think, 150, maybe more. And so they're really working hard in the difficult fundraising space of breast cancer awareness and cancer awareness in October, because it's so full. And also, people are donating a little less this year, but they are still trying to complete their mission because cancer diagnoses didn't stop with COVID.
Ariana Carps with us from Rear Ends. They are holding a fundraiser tonight, 4:40 p.m. and 6 p.m. You can find more information on that fundraiser and donate to the nonprofit organization that they are benefiting with it, the Chick Mission, by going to their website, shoprearends.com. That is shoprearends.com. Or you can go to the Chick Mission's website, www.thechickmission.com. So Ariana, let's go back onto the topic of business for just a few more minutes with you here today. Obviously, earlier on in the pandemic, a lot of businesses were completely shut down. They had to go to online or curbside service. As we're going into the winter and the flu season as well, what is your business doing to prepare for people being less likely and less willing maybe to be going out regularly because of the cold weather and with increased caution coming up with the flu season and the continuing COVID-19 pandemic?
So I'll say back in March, and then obviously through April and May, my motto was, I'm going to make the decision for tomorrow at the end of business today, because so much is so constantly changing. So I think to say right now on October 6th, this is my plan for November 15th is wild, because we don't really know what'll come, and it's too many moving parts. But this event that we're doing tonight is part of it. We typically do a ladies' night twice a year, once in the early spring and once in the early fall. It's an event that brings like 50 people, and it's fun, and there's wine. And we want to lose that energy and excitement that so many people get for fall clothing and for shopping with their friends. So this is the way to do it. We've had people coming in the store. Traffic has been nice, we're trying to minimize capacity anyway, so I don't want people bombarding the store. So this is a way to kind of keep that momentum, to allow for those fun events, but keep everyone safe.
When you're buying a new pair of jeans,
and going forward, what's to say go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you buy a new pair of jeans, it sometimes I think I try on 10, 15, 20. So when you virtually shop, how are you handling that with jeans? Are you doing any type of curbside service or curbside returns if they don't fit? Or is there a good way or tips that you can share with us to actually buy a great pair of jeans without having to try on so many?
We have always had a great return policy. So we offer a week for a full refund and up to a month for a store credit. So if you're not ready to come in and try on clothes, we'll consult with you. We'll send pictures. We'll go back and forth on what you need and what we think will work. And especially if you've shopped here before and we have a customer history, we'll have a better idea of your size. Unfortunately, we can't do any like sort of consignment in and out. But, if you take the jeans on Monday, the following Monday, you can get a full refund for anything that doesn't work. We have people coming in and trying on again. So I can kind of tell someone who's really not comfortable being in around other people what our trend as our slower times and when we tend to be busier. A Tuesday morning at 10 isn't the busiest time. So if you can make it and that's when you want to shop and you want to come in here and have the full service, then absolutely. But otherwise, we can do it virtually. You can send me pictures from your closet. I'm happy to consult that way. And I've had a lot of people take us up on that offer as well.
Yeah, are you seeing people in the need to buy new clothing because maybe they put on the COVID-15? Instead of the freshman 15, the COVID-15.
There's been a little bit of that, but I think people now, I feel like that was like a beginning of summer thing. And now I'm seeing a lot of people who are like, I did it. And now I'm course correcting for that. The thing that I've noticed is people walk in there saying, what do I need? I'm not going anywhere. But if it's something new and it's something exciting, then it makes you want to get dressed in the morning. I know for me personally, the first day we were closed, I came to work. I just had my hair in a ponytail. I put on a sweat outfit. I felt terrible. My stress was through the roof. My anxiety was through the roof. The next day I did my hair. I did my makeup. I dressed like I would for work. I didn't care that nobody was walking in, that I wasn't seeing anybody, and I felt better. So I think getting out of your sweatpants, the things that allowed us to get the COVID-15, putting on jeans, putting on something new and feeling good about yourself is the best way to move forward, even if maybe you're not going that far.
I think a lot of parents can use that advice right now as they are at home with their children trying to remote work and remote learn at the same time. So a nice little tip there to share with people for a pick-me-up as they continue to try to make it through COVID-19. Quickly before we let you go, can you share your locations? You have two?
Yes, we have two. We have one on Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield. It's between 14 and Maple. And our other is in Bloomfield Hills at Maple and Telegraph in the Bloomfield Plaza. And virtually tonight on Zoom at both 4:30 and 8 p.m. And you can find all that info on our website, shoprearends.com.
And quickly, the event tonight, do you have to buy a ticket? How does that work?
Nope, we're asking people to pre-register, and that enters you to win the raffle. But if you don't pre-register, you can still join. You just won't be in the raffle.
Great. Thank you so much.
And why not try and win a prize?
We all like prizes, especially such great ones. You guys you're raffling off 3 $200 gift certificates, as well as you all have smaller gift certificates as well. So sit at home, maybe invite one girlfriend over that's in your pod, your pandemic pod, if we want to call it that. Open up a bottle of wine and still take part in this virtually.
Yes. That's the goal.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate your time. Ariana Carps with us from Rear Ends. They have two locations here, West Bloomfield as well as Bloomfield Hills. And again, if you want to check out tonight's event, they're having a ladies only event, shoprearends.com.